Devotee. They say that there are many saints in Tibet who remain in solitude and are still very helpful to the world. How can it be? Maharashi, it can be so. Realization of the self is the greatest help that can be rendered to humanity. Therefore, the saints are said to be helpful, though they remain in forests. But it should not be forgotten that solitude is not in forests only. It can be had even in towns in the thick of worldly occupations. Devotee. It is not necessary that the saints should mix with people and be helpful to them. Maharashi. The self alone is the reality. The world and the rest of it are not. The realized being doesn't see the world as different from himself. Devotee. Thus, then the saint's realization leads to the uplift of humanity without the latter being aware of it. Is it so? Maharashi, yes. The help is imperceptible, but is still there. A saint helps the whole of humanity, unknown to the latter. Devotee. Would it not be better if he mixed with others? Maharashi, there are no others to mix with. The self is the one and only reality. Devotee. If there be 100 self-realized men, will it not be to the greater benefit of the world? Maharashi, when you say self, you refer to the unlimited. But when you add man to it, you limit the meaning. There is only one infinite self. Devotee. Yes, yes, I see. Sri Krishna has said in the Gita that work must be performed without attachment, and such work is better than idleness. Is it karma yoga? Maharashi. What is said is given out to suit the temperament of the hearers. Devotee. In Europe, it is not understood by the people that a man in solitude can be helpful. They imagine that man working in the world can alone be useful. When will this confusion cease? Will the European mind continue wading in the morass, or will it realize the truth? Maharashi. Never mind Europe or America. Where are they except in your mind? Realize yourself, and then all is realized. If you dream and see several men, and then wake up and recall your dream, do you try to ascertain if the persons of your dream creation are also awake? Devotee. What does Maharishi think of the theory of universal illusion, Maya? Maharaj. What is Maya? It is only reality. Devotee. Is not Maya illusion? Maharashi. Maya is used to signify the manifestations of the reality. Thus Maya is only reality. Devotee. Some say that Sri Sankaracharya was only intellectual and not realized. Is it so? Maharaj. Why worry about Sankaracharya? Realize your own self. Others can take care of themselves. Devotee. Jesus Christ cured people of their diseases. Is that only an occult powers, Siddhi? Maharashi. Was Jesus aware at the time that he was curing men of their disease? He could not have been conscious of his powers. There is a story related as follows. Jesus had once cured a man of his blindness. The man turned wicked in course of time. Meeting him after some years, Jesus observed his wickedness and asked him why he was so. He replied saying that when he was blind, he couldn't commit any sin. But after Jesus had cured him of blindness, he grew wicked, and Jesus was responsible for his wickedness. Devotee. Was not Jesus a perfected being possessing occult powers, Siddhi? Maharashi. He could not have been aware of his powers, Siddhis. Devotee. Is it not good to acquire them, such as telepathy, etc.? Maharaj. Telepathy or radio enables one to see and hear from afar. They are all the same. Hearing and seeing Whether one hears from near or far doesn't make any difference in hearing. The fundamental factor is the hearer, the subject. Without the hearer or the seer, there can be no hearing or seeing. The latter are the functions of the mind. The occult powers, siddhis, are therefore only in the mind. They are not natural to the self. That which is not natural but acquired cannot be permanent and is not worth striving for. They denote extended powers. Man is possessed of limited powers and is miserable. He wants to expand his powers so that he may be happy. But consider if it will be so. If with limited perceptions one is miserable, with extended perceptions the misery must increase proportionally. Occult powers will not bring happiness to anyone, but will make him all the more miserable. Moreover, moreover, what are these powers for? The would-be occultist, Siddha, desires to display the siddhis so that others may appreciate him. He seeks appreciation, and if it is not forthcoming, he will not be happy. There must be others to appreciate him. He may even find another possessor of higher powers that will cause jealousy and breed unhappiness. The higher occultist, Siddha, may meet a still higher Siddha, and so on until there will come one who will blow up everything in a trice. Such is the highest adept Siddha, and he is God or the Self. Which is the real power? Is it to increase prosperity or bring about peace? That which results in peace is the highest perfection, Siddhi.